aware of presence towards long and short, but he's dealing with it very well so far. Can he find a second frag here? If he does, they might be in for a shallow winning this round, but he will be dropped by Shox, and it's... Well, they're still got a plan on A, and Shox has got them locked in towards long. He gets 1.5, maybe a bit more. It should be still quite the round for G2. Just want to make sure they keep 3 alive at this point. I don't see any way that ENCE win this one, but we'll see as they head towards the long area now. Might as well give it a go. Damage through the car. It's actually a little bit awkward, but like I said, they should be fine on the G2 side. They've definitely lost more players than they should have. And
yeah, way more.
Will be at least getting another, but still, body. Almost zero chance of him losing this now is going to be Alu, who won't...
And a lineup that's going to be successful as G2 this time swarm in a pack. Shox will work up from Catwalk. He takes down Aerial. Alu backs off, has to at this point in time. You mentioned it, they brought out the op early. They might just want to hold on to that at this point in time. If Zevin can get something going on Catwalk, maybe they reconsider the options. Bomb's only being planted. Now it's being planted on the open side, so they automatically, just by his presence, had to get off of the plant.
Could actually go for this now, but it's still not looking likely for ENCE. They need to find a kill very quickly. There it is. X7 brings it back to a 3-on-3. They might fancy this now, and it's going to be Sergey who actually gets a kill through the car.
The AUG tapping against that car, that's pretty splendid. That's certainly a welcoming sign to get back in the site. Ops rotated around onto Catwalk instead, but Alu caught jumping for information. Jax, he's fully flashed on the ramp. He's got the crossfire set from pit. This is where the AUG becomes extremely dangerous because it has the scope. I didn't see if he used it there. We didn't see his perspective, but that headshot in pit, it's possible. And this retake's done. ENCE are going to go 2-1 and get themselves out of this cage.
No one's there, though. All the CTs heading through spawn and long, and they're going to have a massive advantage in terms of the weaponry, but Body will pull one back, but surely this is where ENCE start to come alive. They've still got plenty of time here. They can smoke on top of the bomb, incendiary towards shore. The defuser's coming in now, so it looks like all is well as ENCE will find their second round.
Stunning as well as Lexi B finds 2, Jax and Lucky, the duo that joined late on this G2 team. And they'll be out early this round.
Yeah, not the best approach there. Could have smoked the corner, could have flashed over. Instead, find themselves getting gunned down by the AUG. Lexi B will find 2 kills, still be alive on 22 HP. Actually holds the long doors there, so a 5-on-3. Kenny S, though, making his way on the A side, so they can at least get a plan down here. They've got a Molotov and a smoke, so it's down to Kenny really. He needs to find kills towards his long position.
He might do. Looking around, good timing on that flash from CT. He knows they're on the wall. Kenny's well aware of what this means. Second flash, they know where he is. They're just holding him off the angle. They don't want Kenny to get a shot, but they've left Body the opportunity in the meantime. And Shox, he follows it up with 2. They mentioned it. He's been quiet in this stage of the event. Contact on beat. They're well aware of his position, but so too is he. As he walks in, he finds Sergey on the right. Watch Zevin. He's the one with the AUG, but he's forced out. Good utility. Lucky's to follow it. We've got the secondary duo on G2 doing work, and Alexib's held out by a smoke singly on the door. Sees Zed in hands, wants to try and elevate himself. They could go for the boost, but there's no one else there yet. He's gonna just jump and peek, and he spots Body, just barely getting by the edge of the smoke. Massive damage done. Incendiary close, it was too close. Extinguished before it landed, and unfortunately it's not gonna make it to default. Alu does get in position now.
He's got a kid as well. Looks like they're going for it. This is gonna be Eco next round, so might as well give it a go. Aerial gonna be dropping a smoke, as they might be falling back here, waiting for this opportunity to arise, but looks like it's going to save the AWP. They get the first 2 kills there, but then it's just with the USP. Shoxy will use that long spawn once again. It's one of the few maps in the pool that is spawn-based, I would say, as Alu will be checking out.
They don't have information by throwing that nade. Certainly G2 can take advantage of that. And Lucky positions himself accordingly. You thinking what I'm thinking?
What's that?
Run boost, maybe? Smoke's gone? I thought maybe they might try and send one across. Smokes are redeployed, however, so no vision for Alexa. They'll go for the backside boost. We know this is extremely powerful. They've got to consider it, and they don't. That seems to work far too commonly.
Yeah, it really does. Very effective, and the HE's coming in now. Still going to be a chance here for ENCE, but maybe not for long. And it's going to be Shox serving things up, but X7 answers back quickly with 2.
2 very quickly indeed. Shox got the opener on the 8WP, interestingly enough, so they run double up T side. It's not unheard of on well, it's fairly unheard of on Dust2. It's not very common, let's just put it that way, but it hasn't certainly been seen mid-round. It's mid-half, I should say.
I guess if you play a lot of Dust2 online, you'd think,
Yeah,
oh,
okay, that's a little different.
Exactly. You'd think like double orbs, yeah, it's fine. But yes, in pro level, you'd rarely see double orbs on the T side on any map, to be honest. But Dust2, if I had to choose one, I guess that would where it would be. Alu now, if he gets one of these kills, that's great work, but Lucky should be checking this when he comes through. He is, but taken down by the UMP, and now puts a lot of pressure on Shox, but he rises to the occasion, finds his second frag, and now it's the double orbs to try and clutch this one back. Kenny normally hits those map, and be down to 15 HP.
Nades toward mid. Shox is just going to hit the shot on Aerial, who's sneaking through anyway. So 2-on-2, they pull it back slightly, and thankfully so, they do it without taking any damage because it's 36 and 14 to work with. Zevin with the AUG, 28 seconds. They've got to confront mid, it seems, because that's where they want to go. Kenny wants to open up from CT. It's not even going to be a split. They want to try and trade it immediately.
As soon as he smokes middle like that, they're both going down. There's no chance Kenny hits this shot now. As
quickly, he'll still be on the ramp. So he'll rely, oh, flash is perfect. I was gonna say, he'll still rely on the rifles, but it's Aerial and Alexib all there. So they have the information of Catwalk. They still get picked apart, and now Alexib on Goose has to stay all by himself.
Oh.
They line up for him. That's pretty good. He gets 2. Now his teammates are encouraged to rotate the advantage back out. It's Flash as well. US
towards T-spawn, it's going to be Shox making his way along. He needs to be very careful. The CT is ready to fight as they get the first 2 kills once again.
Shox down the road already as he rounded the long corner. Alexi B again, he's combined with Aerial. And Jax finds himself suddenly in a 1-on-5. And it's going to tie the game potentially on the same number as he does at least get 1 through the mid doors, quite literally through the mid door. But they're pursuing and swarming him from long. 3 players there.
Lower now, and that's exactly where they're heading. He's looking to steal away 1 kill, fall back. Got it. That's the bomb down as well. He doesn't want any more than that because it's such a risky position, but he gets away, calls will back up, gets second.
Smartly done. Sergey's going to come out and join him, but they've already funneled him on a catwalk. Bomb down. Alexi B can see that. Molotov on top of it as well. Nades, a little more damage. Very little more. Alexi B positions aggressively, which is interesting enough, but he's got the support. Aerial's come around to work with him. And those two seem to have some synergy so far on Dust2. Smoke down, timer on it. Alexi knows exactly what to do, falls off the angle, but can still see the bomb. And even if Kenny gets one of these spectacular deagles, the chance of 2, very unlikely.
I think is expected of this squad, but they are rebuilding still. You've got to give them some time. As once again, Matt, all they seem to be throwing towards ENCE is that long take. It ain't working. Why are they not smoking the corner? The corner flashes to focus on the pit and actually break through. And this is not the way to do it. That's a 1-player maneuver through flames. Even if he gets to 1 kill, he's going to die.
Incredibly optimistic.
It's not a great look for G2 right now.
Well, communication seems to be certainly breaking down, as you say. It's gone flat body.
Like these guys, like Sean did a video on it, they've got great executions. They've got strategies on this map. We're only seeing the long takes so far and lackluster defaults. As Body's left in a 5 versus 1. Not really much he can do with this. Yes, he's got the bomb now. He'll be dropped for team.
So he wasn't above on Goose, he's down below, which means he easily makes the call and spots out the fact that they're going to be working toward B. That gives Zevin and Sergey the chance to go aggressive, and the AUG makes no mistake. Turn it back just to find Jax in the smoke. That's all that's left.
Damage. Here's the execution, though. We're finally going to see it. Flashes to go over, surely. And he actually gets himself in a horrible spot. And like we said, Alu very good at these sort of positions and demonstrating it now.
He's warmed up into this game. First rounds, he missed some shots. That time he does as well. Bomb to be planted, Body. Was he tagged through the box there by him, or was that a nade damage? So Alu did get the shot. Nonetheless, the bomb goes down, so disappointing perhaps from Alu's perspective. Now a chance for G2 to collect on the round, but Sergey's already got Body. Kenny's missed the shot on Goose he really needed, and he has to get deep inside of the site fast. Fortunately, it's just not going to work out like it used to for Kenny, and it's Lucky with a Molotov, mind you, but a very desperate throw. And I don't think that's going to spill down on top of the bomb. Nonetheless, he'll give it a crack. They're off of it, so it has actually dropped in.
Right down. Let them use their utility. See what they're picking. Let's be careful. And this time it works out. Lucky and Shox chime in at the same time. They've got a 5 versus 3. They really have to convert this one. Aerial and CT spawn. Not a great position for the AK-47. He'll get 1, but it's going to leave X7 with a pretty impossible situation here. They need to be very careful, though. Can't afford to give kills up, but it's going to be Kenny has to close things out. That's his pretty cool, and then they can go for their final play here.
Worked. Certainly did get a reaction from them. Body, doors, flash itself. He can't hit a jumping target. Maybe should have swung to find the guys going through the window instead, though, because that put them in the sight, and his teammate, little to work with. Lucky, he's done very well indeed. He'll find Aerial to follow up. Shox gets one as well, and it's Alu.
The pack. as the nade comes in. It's a little bit late. Kenny's actually thrown that right behind them, but it doesn't look to be a problem. He will go down to the Glock, but Shox is there to defend with the M4.
He's certainly going to have to get that one ready. The nade didn't do it, but soften them up either way with the MP5. And
control as well. So it's what we call a pincer move. And now the CT is trying to get towards shore and have the advantage. If it looks at the timing, not working out for Kenny, but he somehow makes it work. Alu can't get the trade, and they've actually done a very good job there, bringing the map back in their favor. 4 versus 3 as ENCE cross long.
Kenny's putting it off, but he gets caught. Alexi found it. He got on the site quickly and jumps around to get the bomb down as well. Lucky gets to elevator. Certainly hear one on catwalk, but gives away his position and now has to be completely aware of the repeat potential. Jax gets Alu down with the MP9. The rotation from Sergey could save the round for them. They're still working in, trying to get position. He's got the AK on them already. Now they realize they're complete. Still holding off with the op.
They need a little bit of intel first, just before they can make their move. Flash through mid. Lexi
Still didn't spot anyone from that.
no.
Naked strike. 2 looking from Cat. They'll only get, oh, they did follow it up. I was gonna say they'll only get 1 because the second they looked up the Xbox position, they thought mid was clear. Arian's gonna be the one to go body though from the window. Finds 2. That cues in Shox. He's confident, knowing there's probably, if anyone left, just 1. And he gets the MP9 kill. He can also upgrade onto an AK-47. So again, if his money was limited, it's not now. And the round looking secure. We'll leave it to Alu to see if he can find anything else because Zevin's given up the bomb. And Alu's gone all the way back around to spawn. Unfortunately, position at top, the luckiest to move anyone out of it. They'll do the same toward Goose. Kenny now flashed, perfectly timed. But Shox comes out late, only for 1. Alu with a good trade. And bomb already being planted. I don't think they're aware of it. They would have spammed through the box with the AWP. Jack still does manage to get Alu. But Sergey stealthily crawls back and swings to the box, Deagle in hand, knows that Jax's position. These flashes have been quite good for both sides this round, but they're not converting to kills, and it gets awkward on the site. It is Kenny just holding and waiting with the AWP because Alexi B still has the bomb in front of him, but Kenny...
Some presence towards middle as they make their way towards B. Body, unfortunately of his timing, but still alive, does some damage, and enough time for Lucky to rotate in and start shutting them down one by one. Looks at the clean sweep. Questionable moments. Shoxy goes down alone again, as now Kenny S has to deliver a few kills here towards short. Nails the first one, surely gets a second as well. Into the punch by Jax. Molotov makes things very uncomfortable indeed, as he'll have to keep fighting here. It's Sergey challenging CT spawn. Flashbang comes in, and she uses the smoke instead.
See, works for him. Massive gap, he takes control of it, knew exactly what Jax had in mind, almost baiting him into the situation, but now there is one that they still have to cross. That creates a problem later. Hood of the car to try and elevate. Lucky's missed the shot. They're lucky to get away with it and get across with Alu now holding the bomb and an AK in a position where he could potentially plant. They do have to be very cognizant of the fact that still, oh, that's a horrible throw. Still onto catwalk. They think, if I was Alu, I'd be jumping on the site trying to plant right now. Because if they think that Molotov's going to keep them off of it, you've got the opportunity, and exactly that. He's going to do what I mentioned, behind the box. They get together, they want to trade this, they want the op to work in with the AUG, and it's a split position, jump up, confirm that Alu's on the site. But I say split position because they still have to consider a 180-degree crossfire with Sergey against the wall. Smoke to isolate him, that's probably the best way to do it for Body, and he'll jump by. Didn't see Alu, spots him now. As the shots come in, it's Sergey that will swing out, counters off the smoke they deployed just for him. Lucky's got 1! And again, they want to go. Jack's already holding them off. It's not quite the same default this time on the site. As Alexib is able to get Jax immediately. Kenny S down below, still trying to get up on top of the boxes for a shot. Double up, both on the ramp. They can't find the angles, and they'll have to back off of it for now. Sergey still approaching from long. He won't cross, doesn't need to. Bomb came in from catwalk. He'll just anchor the position, and G2 might have to consider backing away from this one.
I think they have to at this point. I'm not convinced by the secondary orb of Lucky so far. Seems like he misses a lot of crucial shots.
Unlucky?
Yeah, perhaps. But 4 alive for ENCE, and it will be G2 to save here. I don't think they'll hunt too much here because their money's already low on the T side. Keep everyone alive, that's fine. You're going to force them into a fine next round, but the double orb is always going to be dangerous. Round confirmed, it is going to be 13-11 for ENCE. Remember, this is the elimination game. This is the 1 and 2 portion. So whoever loses this best of 3 is out. If you win, you're not through to the round of it. Well, it'll be tested at this point at least. Molotov's going in. You can see it's stifling for Kenny S, but still the flashes continue to rain in. He's actually caught on the ramp. Nice shot, but he has to find multiple kills to stand a chance. That had to connect, which it does not. And the AK's coming to life here. Great stuff so far from ENCE. It's down to Shoxy. He has started to drop off in the second half. We'll see if he can recover this situation. Absolutely not. Lucky, already tagged at the start, down to 31 HP. Looks like they have to save once again. It's ENCE find their 14th round. This time, ENCE can actually justify going on the hunt here. They don't want to remove absolutely everything and give them nothing for the next round.
Absolutely, secure the map point in doing so. Kenny was very considerate. It seemed like he was indecisive, but he wanted to get up close at the drop shot. Once he saw the smokes come down, he knew that they were going to be closer. Went back and knew on the ramp he was going to be Molotoved, so he just waited, bought his time, hit a fantastic first shot. But you're right, the second one really had to land, and this double up setup's yet to yield anything for G2. Big miss from Body, that's a gun down.
Yeah, his aim's in
Point process of elimination, and by that I mean eliminating 3 remaining G2 players.
Oh, Alu, player right beneath him, does he check it? It's going to be Shoxy. Even if Shox gets this kill, it's unlikely he can do anything with it. They're right next to each other for now, though. Shox is waiting for a mistake to be made. Anyone crossing back towards short footsteps. He's got his opportunity here. It hasn't worked out for him.
Quick check behind in the tunnels.
Just to note, G2, bear in mind, won both pistols here. They're gun rounds. They've had some great ones, sure, but they've also had some very poor ones as well. It's Body who's taken down to the 6 points of health. He's only got the PD-50. You don't have to kill him. The bomb takes care of it anyway.
Holding to see if a third player will peek, and they will. But Shock still won't find the kill. Back around, smoke down on the site this time. Alexi's got one. It's Jax in the pit. He's got an AUG. Spots the beat. Does he not? Behind the barrel? Apparently he can't see it with X-ray off. As Alexi just barely in behind it. Will hold. He's got a great nade down to CT as well that does no damage. That's shocking. Very little at least, and Body's got 7. It's on
at the same time, so this could be a bit of a problem here. Shoxy hasn't had the best CT half here. Good grenade comes through though, and an incendiary to follow it up. That's actually going to get them out of position here. Can Jax get a frag out of this? Flashbang suggests no. As they wait for the reaction to come in, there's the nade to finish off Aerial.
So the opening kill based on utility and most of the damages as well. Alexi B, he was waiting on the smokes the whole time. They've backed off, and if they want to redress that position to try and get aggressive, force the T's completely out, he could be the winner in all of this. They've come back around with him. Flash, not even. Chalk's holding the wall, great position to be in, but Seven's able to fire immediately onto it. With Bomb, he's got to get up catwalk quickly. Sergey's gone in long. He's done this before. 2 in front, but he couldn't find the shots fast enough. He knew that they needed to make sure a 7 came in safely, but he just couldn't line up the headshots. Surprised he even got there without the consideration of his presence, but nonetheless dropping down 7, he's going to fall.
Towards B, it seems. Sergey challenging Shox, and he comes out on top there. It's going to be Shoxy to funnel him towards that B side. Flash is going in. It's unlikely to get much further than this. Body's got such a great position to shut this down. Kenny will back him up as well. They've got so much CT presence here. Great shots coming in, and it looks like the clean sweep will be confirmed at this stage as Alexi B.
Boxes down there you could get behind in 1.6. Those don't exist, so there's nowhere to hide. Once the position's revealed, but he's hit a spectacular headshot onto Sergey, and Kenny's come to his aid.
They're looking for any sort of opportunity. They got to fall back. They don't feel safe here. They don't really have the full execution potential. They have a couple of smokes. Going to drop one of those now, but receive one in turn. 45 seconds, and Shoxy, vision removed for now, but not a huge deal. He's got Kenny S behind him.
So back away. Change the play, perhaps. 3 already on top of the ramp. If you include Carr in that, certainly for Jax, it's going to be a very difficult take. But again, Body's playing the same angle, and it's going to work for 1. Great shot from Alu to turn it around. But Kenny has the op in position. It's slow peeking. Alu's got the shot back. He's also fallen out of the shocks. Kenny goes back out for more. He got caught between 2 targets last time, and it's a late play on catwalk. Bomb down, and Aerial goes back to grab it. 16 seconds and a 1-on-2.
Didn't have much chance in this one. Kenny had to play the clock, but all of a sudden it comes to the 1 versus 1, and look what weapon Lucky has got. It's the AWP, and Alu's already tagged him. He's so far away from this situation now. It doesn't look good. He has no kit. I'm sure he can find one on the floor, but I don't think that'll be where he loses the round. With such low HP, he won't have the confidence to walk up, and he's taking his sweet time here.
He really is. Overtime on the cards.
Spotted him.
Absolutely did. Again, he even wants to walk quietly to keep the element of surprise. He's not giving himself much of a chance at this. He's going to have to collect a kit from the site as well. He doesn't have one on him. Aerial finding Kenny changes this all together. He's got a kit picked up from Kenny's body. Goes with the op, spots him. Second op hasn't worked for him this whole game, but he's got it this time, and he might have time in the defuse as well.
I think he has.
Oh, it's not quite it. He's got away with it.
To Molotov the corner, which is successfully deployed. The CTs have to fall back at this point and yield long, and this let it slip by. Is Shoxy Solo again. Good for maybe a couple of frags, maybe 3. And it's Alu who does respond, but the damage has been done.
Sergey's got the response back on Kenny. They're a man down and trying to go for 17, 2 in a row T-side. Again, you said it, this is G2's map pick. They want to get the win on this. You favored them in the series and heavily on this map. It hasn't gone so as yet, but Alu, even with the man down, he's going to get the bomb planted. Jump shot from Jax. Nate did damage as well. Body's got Sergey, and Alu's stuck on top of the site, but Sergey may have spotted both. If he spots 2, Alu knows he's got room to wiggle.
It's 3 players he's got to kill here, but he's certainly capable.
But do they know the jump is behind the door? Absolutely not. A bit ambitious to try and take over mid-control, having just killed the man that was there, unaware that there was multiple. Body only gets 1. And a direct line spray toward the B tunnels. Good shot from Alu, catching Kenny on the rotation, and this time it's the advantage to ENCE bomb. It's inside of B, but it's not fully clear yet. Smoke down, yes, okay. Shox is outside of the site, but he can quickly swing in that window.
All comes down to this, 3 versus 2. No saving now. Shox trying to deny the plan, but a little bit too late on the incendiary. Wouldn't have done anything anyway. Jax will have to join his teammate at this point. He's got flashbangs, they can smoke the tunnels. I think they'll have to do that, as he might line that up right now. That is the smoke for the tunnels right there. They'll flash over and see what they can do with this.
Corner for Sergey. Aerial's on 17, but Sergey in that position quickly there. Flash in, find the kill, nearly turned around.
I think the correct grenade. I think they've remembered how they usually approach the situation.
Watch, always been caught. He tried to slide out the door behind them while they were all distracted on catwalk, but he got caught for it. Aerial only managing 1, and Jax pulls it back to just 7 to find, and he's revealed himself. Shot the AUG inside CT. He's gonna go the long route. Body's aware of this, and he's making a lot of noise. He doesn't know Body's this close, so he's already given himself up again. Shadow position.
A couple of shots here. More G2 are going to find map points at first.
Molotov's in as well. That's going to make things awkward for Alu. He's got the first shot, but he's going to burn alive. Jax takes him down. He was flashed as well on top of it, so nowhere to go as Alexi B gets underneath. The bomb will be planted once again. G2 could swing the lead back in their favor with 2 straight rounds, and the money is, again, is a factor because it's MR3 10K in Valve's rule set. Shox and Lucky trying to make that the case, but Alexi B's on top of the site. He can tap this. Lucky's got to go around it. He's not even there. He can't get to it. He's holding this. Alexi B might does enough. Jump shot's going to be required.
Let's get tagged. There's the lower B push. Alu with 1 shell from the auto shotgun gets the frag, but surely Jax will take him down here. Gets the AK instead.
Oh, he's surrounded. They came in from B. They took advantage of Alu's position. Imagine that. An auto shotgun is what starts off potentially the last round of the game in overtime. As Alexi B gets Kenny S as well, Lucky and Body trying to keep G2 in contention on their own map. It's a 1-on-5. Again, it's Lucky left alive, and I think ENCE have done this. We're going to go to Mirage with them 1 map up. Bomb down in tunnels. They know where it is. He'll swing around the box, and that'll be the end of him. Shot in the back and taken down by the man.